What's up to Lion Talk Live? We love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Do Crew? This is Ball Hawk, the Fatima Lafano of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
I love nothing more than watching Lions Talk Live every morning. Woo!
All right, well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you all for joining us. Middle of the day, Lions Talk Live. Not breaking news, not huge impactful news, but a little bit of news has come out since earlier today, since the morning show ended, in regards to Frank Ragnow. Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell came out and addressed the media, and 97 point won the ticket and flat out answered the burning question that's in front of everybody regarding the Lions All-Pro Center. Frank Ragnow wants to keep playing. Is there a potential or possibility that he plays Monday night against the Seattle Seahawks? Yes, there is. DC did go into details and said it is possible he could play, but that the team would need to evaluate it on literally a day-to-day basis. He felt that if Ragnow really could and the medical staff were sure that he could go at it, not further injure the torn pec and cause bigger problems for the team, let alone Ragnow, then yes, it is possible. They would really have to feel comfortable with this decision, though, probably by Thursday or Friday. That way, if they're not solid with it, they can still move some guys around. Ragnow has come out and said he wants to play. He doesn't think it's that big a deal. Quote unquote, I played all Sunday. So I guess there is that to it if you're Frank Ragnow. We all get it. He is an Iron Man. He is a warrior. He is whatever kind of label you want to put on him. Frank Ragnow, last year in the playoffs, we get it. Each game, he had a new injury. In each game, he kept going out there and playing. He might not practice during the week, but he was a gamer on game day. We'll see what the Lions medical staff and MCDC had to say about it. He did say at the end, Dan Campbell did say, Lions coach Dan Campbell said that he did feel like they may have to make a decision based on what's best for the team long term in regards to helping him heal and recover, and for Ragnow. He said he applauded and praised Ragnow for his toughness, his grit, all that stuff. But he did say they want to make sure that they get him healthy for the majority of the season. They don't want to have him go out there and further injure that torn pec and make it maybe a season-ending injury. So we'll see what the Lions and the medical staff do. Now, in regards to the second part, if you saw it in the thumbnail, details have come out earlier today regarding why MCDC and his family had to move. We all know this all began last year with the Dallas Cowboy game, and apparently a high school classmate of his daughter leaked the family's address on social media, on Snapchat, among other social media platforms. People picked up on it, and that's when the harassment began, when people sending handymen to MCDC's house, other things of that nature, just to kind of cause grief for the family. This obviously continued, as we all know, recently after the Tampa Bay game. People redug up that photo or whatever that gave MCDC's address, and that's when the harassment really went to another level. People coming to the house complaining about not winning against Tampa Bay. So from a security standpoint, MCDC felt it had gone too far. There's obviously no coming back. The address was out there. Anybody who wanted to come over and mess with him, his family, his house, had the ability to do so. And so he made a decision to protect his family and said, hey, we're moving on out here to a new undisclosed location. All right, guys, I'm going to get over to your comment section to probably not make a long video out of this, but hey, I think it is good news on Frank Ragnow. We all in the morning show have been comparing him to C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Sounds like it is a vastly different type of tear, so it must not be too extraneous for them to have him on a day-to-day basis. But let's see what you guys have to say. Trumps, woo! And back at you, my friend. Hopefully you're having a good one. Josie, so what are the doctors saying? DC didn't go into that part, Joseph. He just said that literally they've got him on a day-to-day basis, and they're going to have to evaluate it during the week, how he's going. Ragnow wants to play, feels he can play, and to be fair, I have no reason to doubt he couldn't play. But I guess from a coaching standpoint myself, I'd have to say, what do the docs have to say? If the docs can assure me as the head coach that he can't further exacerbate the injury, then maybe we do let him go and then have him, have 2 weeks off before the next game. That is possible. Or does the team say, hey, why don't we do this? He's got all this week off, all the following week off, and then we can give him most of the following week off, so he's got 3 weeks to heal before the Dallas Cowboys game. I can't really say there's a right or wrong way to do it. It really comes down to what the medical staff feels is in the best interest of Frank Ragnow in his recovery process. See, Big D, let him play. Yep, that might end up being what happens. Josie, good afternoon, Coach Dan and the Duke Crew. Back at you, Joseph. Hopefully you're having a great one. Jason, Superdome or bust? When isn't it Superdome or bust around here? Come on now. Let's see, Moonscar lunchtime special. Yes, it is, my friend. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Pierce, make Frank still sit until after the bye week. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that, Pierce. But yeah, that's where if it was me, you more or less could rest him for 3 weeks. I'd probably be leaning that way. But then again, there's no tell that he couldn't further injure it at that point. So part of the NFL, man, it's not, there's no guarantees, I guess I could say. Hookadoo, okay, Coach, give us the good, bad, and ugly. Hey, you got it, and hopefully you enjoy it. Good morning, or good afternoon, Hookadoo. Grit, by the way. Pierce, need him for the playoffs? 100%. Yep, you need him to be ready long-term, and that's the one thing nobody can answer at this point unless you're part of the Detroit Lions medical staff. I did reach out to some Detroit media members, try to get some inside scoop. Nobody has responded at this point. My guess is nobody's opened up and talked to the media yet on the record or off the record in regards to Ragnow's recovery. But that will probably happen in the next 24, 48 hours. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Josie, I love this dude. Exclamation points. Frank is the man, and he's a very important piece for us. Exclamation points. Go Lions. 100%, man. And the fact that he's trying to play, that speaks volumes about him and why he is an integral part of the Detroit Lions. Brent, yeah, we need Frank as healthy as possible for a long playoff run. Agreed with that. Agreed, because you don't want him going down or completely tearing it to where now you've lost him for the year. So I understand it. Rob, the injury must not be real bad then. We have the bye week after this, so as long as he doesn't make it worse, agreed with that. See, Pierce, if it becomes a full tear, it's not worth it. We need Frank the Tank for the final push. Agreed. So I think personally, and I can't corroborate this, I'm just thinking he probably sit him for 3 to 4 weeks. And obviously with the bye week, that's one of them. So maybe he misses 3 games. All right, see, Joseph, as long as we can have him by the bye, that would be great. After the bye, that would be great. We'll see what happens. Pierce, maybe he could just play some snaps. Maybe indeed. Big D, what do you got? Idiots need to leave him alone. It's gone away too far. Yeah, as far as messing with McDC and his family. And man, just talk about the realities of social media. Your kid goes to a school. At some point, I'm guessing your kid makes friends, and those friends even come over to your location. They figure out who your dad is. Now you have to fully trust that those kids aren't going to put it out on social media. I hate to say it, man, but it'll probably happen again. Let's see, Walt, good morning, Coach and Duke Crew. Woo! And good afternoon to you, Walt. How about that? Although it may be morning where you are. Michael, tired of all the sickos in this country? There's a lot of people, man. I get a high school kid, you probably think it's funny or whatever. Probably didn't really think through the realities of the situation. See, Walt, Frank, play if you can. Might be. See, Moonscar, agreed, Michael. Let people live their lives outside of fame. Yeah, 100%. And unfortunately, that's just part of the price you pay when you're at that level in society. See, Rob, done people are such fanatics, they can't even respect a man's privacy. No, they cannot. See, Michael, hands up, thumbs up. All right. Yeah, if you haven't yet subscribed, or if you got to have a second time, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, the like button. See, Leonard, it's a long season, let him heal. Yeah, I think that's probably ultimately what they're going to end up doing. Cody, huge difference between him and Davenport. Some guys are just tougher. They still get beat up and can mentally power through. Yeah, I agree with that. Although, if you watch the video, this is one thing I'll say in Davenport's defense. You watch the video of the injury, yeah, he got cheap shotted by the Arizona Cardinals, and that player took out potentially his season. Doug, what do you got? As far as MCDC having to move, it's a freaking football. Some people just need to get a life, exclamation point, family, friends, life goals. Too bad for Dan. So sad. Reality. Yeah, it really is sad. Jason, just be careful. We need him to lock up the division last game and further. 100% there. Walt, hit the like button for Dan and the Duke Crew. Woo! Woo! And yes, if you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Man, we're like 22 subs away from hitting 8,000. I can't wait to get there. Let's see, Gary, I am not a doctor, but sometimes, in my opinion, you have to protect the player from the player. We will need him for the long haul. Yeah, that's where we're at with things. That's only something the medical staff can really answer. Trumps would not play him unless they think Glasgow will get blown out. It could be that too. Let's see. Josh, got to put pads on your videos and not your live stream. Have to leave the live stream and watch them and miss what you were talking about is rather irritating. Laughing out loud. No hate, just my opinion. Put ads on your videos. Put ads on your videos and not your live stream. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just all I do, Josh, is live stream. So once I'm done, then it goes to be in a video. But yeah, I don't edit and do all that stuff. I just go live all the time. It just makes it easier on me, man. David, he needs to just heal. Yeah, and it might be what they do. Cody, yeah, don't watch the video. Just saying Davenport is faking it, but just seems like a patent for him. Yeah, and some guys, let's just face it, man, there are some people in life that just are more prone to injuries than others, and it could be that Davenport, it does appear to be one of those people. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, but get back to work, all that stuff. If there is some sort of breaking news, I'll get it over to you later today. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Do something kind for someone you don't know. Be a good human being. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. See you on the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.
Happy